let's ignore the nails today. But hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my Loverlies. Guys, I was not gonna film today because I was gonna take a day off and just kind of play and you know, figure out what I wanted to do. But I sat down and I did this eye look and I thought it was way too pretty not to share. So this is what she looks like. It is the most beautiful cotton candy eye I have ever done. I am so in love with it. I was literally sitting here taking off my nails and getting ready to redo everything and all of that good stuff. And so we're gonna ignore how grody my hands look right now and just know that they will be filed and painted and beautiful in a few short hours time. But I want to do this eye look with you guys because if I wait till later, it's gonna be destroyed and something's gonna happen and I'm not gonna have time to film, and I really want to share this eye look. So I used two BH Cosmetics palettes. I used the Sweet Shop Cotton Candy and then the Sweet Shop Bubblegum palettes. Both of these are some of my absolute favorite BH Cosmetics palettes in existence. I wish to the good Lord that I had the whole set. Unfortunately, I don't. I only have the blue and the pink ones. I so badly want the red and the orange one. Oh my goodness gracious, I couldn't imagine. But both of these palettes are so stunning. This is the Cotton Candy palette, and this is the Bubblegum palette. Both are extremely beautiful, extremely easy to work with, and some of the most amazing shadows I have ever had the privilege to work with. They go in the eyes effortlessly. I'm going to stop talking and we're just going to dive into it. It's going to be a fairly short video. I'm not going to do base and all that kind of stuff, but I just kind of wanted to show you. I wanted to share this eye look with you guys. So I'm going to go in with the Bubblegum palette first. That is the blue one. And I'm going to use these two deepest shades. So Single Scoop and Sweetened. I'm going to go in with Single Scoop first and then blend that out with the Sweetened. I'm going to take I want to say a medium-sized fluffy blender. This is my Dew Color 09. So it's just a medium-sized fluffy blending brush. I'm going to go into the deepest shade in the palette first. That was Single Scoop. And I'm going to start to kind of pack this on. Not there. It's going to go there eventually though, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to pack this on the outer corner, the outer V. And the good thing about these, this eye look in general, is it's so blendy. It's kind of like my signature style. Guys, I've been cleaning and washing dishes today. I got bleach stains on my shirt and holes and stains. I was not intending to film, but I have to show you this. I have to. Okay, so this eye look is so blendy and these shades are so blendable that you're really just kind of packing things on and they almost blend themselves. It is quite spectacular. It really is quite spectacular. So taking the same brush, I'm going to wipe it off on my towel just a little bit, and I'm going to go in to the Sweetened shade now, and I'm going to start to build a little bit of a wing shape as well. And I'm just taking the shadow and kind of building up that V shape, that wing shape, just on my outer corner. I'm taking very small amounts of product on my brush at a time. And just kind of blending everything together. These shadows are so incredibly blendable and buildable that it really doesn't take much effort at all. Now you can still see that little bit of darkness on the outer corner of the lid, and we want that there. That's going to give us a little bit of depth and going to help to kind of ground almost this look, because it's very ethereal and it's very spun sugar and fairy dust. I'm so in love with it. I think it's so pretty. So what do we look like? Let me get a closer look real quick. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to go back into the darker shade real quick and just build up that outer V just a touch. Just really deepening my outer corner. Like so. Super, super simple, super easy so far. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the even lighter shade. I'm gonna take the same brush, I'm gonna wipe it off on my towel. And now we're gonna go into the shade Bubbles, Bubbles. So this one right here. And we're gonna bring this a little bit higher and a little bit further in. Just going back and forth, back and forth. We're not looking for a super clean line up here. We're just looking to kind of smoke it out with a little bit of blue and extend that blue in towards the center of the eye a little bit more. Now we're keeping everything up here in the transition area. We're gonna leave the center of the eyelid alone for right now. Just kind of bringing that a little bit further in and building up the upper edge and kind of fading it out. Just like that. They blend so easily. It really is quite astonishing. This is one of, I love this palette. I love these palettes. They're so, so good. Oh, I love BH Cosmetics. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that they are not a sure thing anymore. It's so, so sad. Okay, so just like that, I'm really happy with that for the moment. So we're gonna move on to the Cotton Candy palette. Oh, guys, I love this palette. It is so pretty. It's pink, it's purple, it's a mixture of the two. I think there's, oh, it's gorgeous. This blue toned purple is just everything. Love it so, so much. We're gonna take a different brush now. I'm gonna go in with this brush. It is a medium-sized fluffy blender again, but this one is just, it's not full of dark pigment. So we're gonna take this one. This is a no-name brush that I got from Walmart off an end cap. I have no idea what the brand name is, but it's just a medium-sized fluffy blender. And we're gonna go into that blue-toned purple now. So this is more of a pastel color, so it is gonna be super, super easy and super, like, completely effortless to blend in. I'm just gonna get a good amount of that on my brush and start slightly overlapping with the blue. And I'm gonna bring that in just a little bit further. I don't need a ton of this because, again, it's a pastel, and not only is it a pastel, but it is an incredible pastel. So I don't want it to overpower that lighter blue that we put on. So we're just gonna put about that much on, just like that, and then we're gonna clean off our brush. And using the same brush, we're gonna go into this beautiful, very, I wanna say, it's not pink, it's purple, but it's got a pink undertone. It is the shade Confection, and it is stunning. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and bring that a little further in. And again, they're pastels, so they're gonna blend like nobody's business. Pastels are some of my favorite formulas and shadows to blend with, just because I find pastels as a whole really help things to blend. I don't know if it's got something to do with the white base or the way that they're formulated, but they really do make blending life so much easier. I'm going to bring that almost to my inner corner. Just like that. And the gradient is everything. So effortless. I'm gonna go in with this is a small shader from Moda. Any kind of small flat packing brush you have will work. And I'm gonna go back into the Bubblegum palette, and we're gonna go into the lightest matte in the palette. This is called Chili. It is an absolutely stunning baby sky robin's egg kind of blue. And we're gonna pack this on the inner corner and on to the inner portion of the lid. Just taking that up to the crease and kind of blending it into everything. Kind of fading it up into the purpley pink shade. Goes super, super quickly. Just kind of framing that more magenta color in that baby blue. It is so, so pretty. We want the inner corner to be a little bit messy and a little bit unfinished. That's kind of what's going to give this eye look that ethereal quality. We want it to be clean and beautiful, but we also want it to be very, like, I almost want to say like misty or foggy, just not super, super precise. So I'm really, really happy with that. We're going to take this same brush and we're going to go back in to the Cotton Candy palette, and we're going to go back in to that blue toned purple. And I'm going to take this and overlap that darker blue pigmentation just to kind of soften that in towards the center of the eye. That way we've still got our depth on the outer corner. Just like that. And then I'm going to take some concealer. This is my Dew Color 05. It is a flat, stiff concealer brush. I'm going to take a little bit of my e.l.f. Camo concealer. This is in the shade Fair Rose. I'm going to take the tiniest amount of this, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of it on the center of my eyelid. Taking it up to the crease, but no further. And again, I don't want any kind of straight lines. I want everything to look pretty organic. Try to soften those edges of the concealer as best I can. And then I'm going to take my finger and tap over everything. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this shimmer shade from the Cotton Candy palette. This is the shade Twirl. And I'm just going to press that right on top of the concealer. Look at that. Look how magical it is. Oh my goodness. I don't care who you are. If you don't like this kind of color combination, I would love to see what kind of color combo makes you happy, because this is my happy place. These colors are my happy colors. I love them so, so much. That and green. Y'all, I like the rainbow, but I love this color combo a lot. I'm just tapping that really beautiful sparkly pink shade right on top of the concealer. And then I'm going to go back in with that brush and kind of bring in those darker colors. So I'm going to go back into the Moda Small Shader and back into that purple toned, blue toned purple. And kind of soften the edges. I'm going to take a little bit of the Robin's Egg blue color from the Bubblegum palette. I'm going to do the same on the inner corner. Just to soften the edges of that shimmer. Just like that, so we have a really beautiful, soft, easy transition. Okay. Okay, I love it so much. I am going to take a small detail blender. This is my Moda 12, my Dew Color 12. Very teeny tiny little detail blender. I'm going to go into the Bubblegum palette, and I'm going to use the lightest shimmer in the palette. This is called Frozen. And I'm going to take this right up here underneath my brow bone to bring a little bit more sparkle and to help catch the light a little bit. I'm going heavy on this. You do not have to go as heavy on this as I am. You do you. You do what makes you happy. But I think it looks really pretty. I think it helps to soften this a little bit, give us that kind of frosty, sparkly vibe that we're looking for. I'm also going to take the same brush and go in to the second lightest shimmer, which is called Pop. And I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Again, I'm going to go nice and heavy on it. And then I'm going to go into the Cotton Candy palette, and I'm going to go into that pink shimmer again. And put that right on top. And it gives you this kind of multi-dimensional inner corner kind of highlight. That is super, super interesting. I don't know if my camera is going to show it to you the way that I wish that it would, but it does give you this really beautiful pink and blue kind of shifty effect on the inner corner, which is really, really nice. I'm going to take this same brush, I'm going to wipe the sparkle off of it, and I'm going to go back in to that blue toned purple. I'm going to bring this under my eye. Guys, I know this looks super, super messy. We will clean it up here in just a minute. But until then, we're kind of embracing the mess and embracing the chaos. And I'm going to bring this purple toned or blue toned purple almost all the way to my inner corner. I'm kind of buffing it out and fluffing it out quite a bit. I'm also going to take a little bit of it up here through the outer edge of my wing, just on the outer edge. Just creating a little bit of smoke there. Kind of framing that wing a little bit, just like that. Really, really beautiful. We are going to go back and we're going to clean that up just a little bit. Until then, I'm going to take a small angled brush. This is from Moda. And I'm going to go back in to the deepest color in the Bubblegum palette. And I'm going to bring this just along my lash line. It's going to help to connect those deeper corner colors and help kind of tie it in just a little bit. Just taking little amounts at a time. Can you all see what I'm doing? Just taking little amounts at a time. Kind of building that up. Creating kind of a smoky liner situation. Bring that not the whole way through my eye, but probably about halfway. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. smudger brush. It's clean at the moment. And I'm just going to blend everything together. Soften any harsh lines that might be there. Incorporate that darker color just a little bit better. Okay, now this is one of the special parts of this whole eye look. So I went to Burke's the other day and I picked up a couple of the KVD Pigment Sticks. I got a 3-pack of them. It came with a blue, an orange, and a pink. Now I had no idea that they were going to come so much in handy, but today it is kind of perfect. So I'm going to do something that's a little odd at first. I'm going to take the orange one. Now this is going to look super, super out of place at first, but it will make sense. Just trust me. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pretty much line my eye. Bring that all the way to my inner corner and about halfway through my eye. Now the orange is definitely a lot, but it's going to give us this little kind of pop of bright color and a little bit of something different that's going to make the eye look super, super interesting. I'm then going to take a small detail brush and I'm going to go into the matte pink from the Cotton Candy palette. It's called Carnival. And I'm going to lightly pack this over that orange. So instead of it just being this Barbie pink color, there's a little bit more heat behind it. And what happens is it ends up becoming a much more interesting color. So instead of it being the same color as the one on our eyelids, it becomes something a little bit hotter, a little bit more neon, and something just a little bit more interesting. I'm going to pack this all over that orange pigment and blend that in with the other colors. And I do think it adds, my camera unfortunately does not show you the entire scope, like it doesn't show you the true colors, but when I tell you y'all that this is absolutely stunning, it is absolutely stunning. Of course, check out the finished pictures over on my Facebook and Instagram. If you like Instagram, I've got one. The link to my Facebook and Instagram tag or handle will be in the description box below, along with everything that I used in today's video. Guys, make sure that you go check out the finished pictures. I don't ever edit. I do mess with the lighting, but that is just to show off the makeup to the best of my capabilities. But I never edit. I never do anything like that. No Facetune, nothing like that. So what you see is what you get. I always feel like you get a better idea of what's going on in a picture just because you can kind of zoom in and really see, really get a good look at what I'm doing. I'm adding just a bit more of this pigment stick because I want a little bit more of that smoky situation. It is everything. These pigment sticks are absolutely amazing. I almost didn't get them because I didn't know like how old they were and if they were going to be any good, but goodness gracious, y'all, they are. It's one of my absolute favorite buys and finds I've made in a while. Again, I'm just repacking that pink over the pigment stick and it's blended. It's absolutely stunning. I love that kind of bright, more like neon kind of pop against all of this dreamy, creamy kind of pastel. It just makes such the biggest difference. It's so, so beautiful. I'm going to take another one of those pigment sticks, but this one is in the pink shade. I believe it's called Bubblegum. And I'm going to line my waterline. Guys, these pigment sticks are insanely creamy. They go on effortlessly. This whole look is super, super effortless, and I'm so, so into it. I'm also going to line both of, well, my waterline. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Highliner. This is in the shade Blacquer. You can use whatever one you like. One of my absolute favorites is the Stay Put liner from Milani in the shade After Dark. Absolutely fantastic. It stays on. You put it on, it sets, and it doesn't go anywhere until you take it off. It's absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to line my upper waterline being really, really careful. I really don't want to get this black on anything but my upper waterline. And that's just because it's going to help my lashes to look a little bit thicker and more volumized. Thank you. That is all we needed from you. And then I'm also going to add, because there's not enough shine and glimmer and glitter here anyway, I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glitter liner. So these I purchased off of Amazon. They come in a set of 12. They're like I want to say they're like $8, but they are the Onus liquid glitters. They're absolutely fantastic. Not the best that there is out there, but they're good. They work and they're good and they're nice and glittery. And they stay put. They don't go anywhere. I enjoy these. They're nice. So I have a blue and a pink here. I'm going to use the blue across my lash line. Super, super easy to use. They have a really, really nice brush tip applicator. And it is glitter suspended in a clear solution, a clear base. So you don't have to worry about trying to be super, super precise when you put this stuff on. Just as long as you get it on there. You do have to kind of build it up a little bit, but I don't mind that. It adds a really beautiful shimmer to the whole thing. It's so, so pretty. And then I'm going to take the red one. No, it's not red, it's pink. I'm going to take the pink one, and I'm going to trace the kind of line of the upper part of the eyeshadow. I'm not going to bring it the whole way through the eye. I'm going to stop probably about right before the tip of my eyebrow and just follow the curve of the eyeshadow. But it does add a really beautiful kind of pop, and it catches the light. You guys know I'm all about those small details, and this is one of those small details that I think really does make a difference. I'm not going to go as heavy with this one as I did on the lash line, but I do want to make sure that there's enough glitter there to really catch the light, no matter which way my head is turned. I think it is everything. I think that this look is so beautiful. It is, again, I don't know if I can say it any more times, but it's so ethereal and so fairy-like, and kind of feel like the Maid of the Mist, and I think that that bright kind of orangey pink pop on the inner corner is everything. I think it brings an entire new level to this eye look. I guess I definitely would pair this with like oh my gosh, my neck is so sore. I would pair this with a bright pink lipstick, because that's just who I am. That's a lot. It would look a whole lot better if I had my base on and wasn't so like red and puffy everywhere. But guys, think of this with like a really beautiful, like highly blushed kind of base. I would go, maybe not super luminous, but I would do like a matte luminous base. Definitely check out my pictures later, because I am at some point gonna finish my face and take pictures. I think it's gonna be so, so beautiful. I'm gonna do a really beautiful like luminous base with the pink lipstick, and do like lots and lots of blush, like really high blush. I'm gonna blush across my nose. I think it's gonna be so, so stunning. But guys, that is it for this video. Probably it for me filming for the rest of the weekend. I'm not sure. You never know what's gonna happen. But I just really wanted to share this eye look with you. I think it is so, so pretty. I am so, so happy with it. Definitely kind of clean up your outer corners just a little bit, but you want to keep it kind of messy. You want to keep it kind of like almost unfinished. You could even add a little bit of like glitter to this, and I think that it would do nothing but like amp up the whole thing. I have a glitter that I think would work really, really well for this application. I actually purchased it, if I can find it. I probably used it the other day and then didn't put it away in the correct spot. Yeah, I didn't put it away in the right spot. So it's missing. But I would use like a really beautiful kind of like white glitter for this, or like a holographic glitter, and just kind of gently pat it all over the eye, just to bring even more light and twinkle to the party. I think it'd be so, so pretty. Guys, I love you so, so much. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera, playing with my makeup, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. As always, again, the link to my Facebook page and my Instagram handle will be in the description box below, along with everything that I used in today's video. Until next time, my loves, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Bye.